find a comfortable position to sit or lay down. As you find a comfortable position to sit or lay down, perhaps you'd like to make a note of anything on your mind, or perhaps you'd like to write any thoughts and feelings or anything you need to do. You can write it down and put it one side for now. You can pick it up later if you wish. For now, this is your time. Make yourself comfortable. As you make yourself comfortable, breathe naturally and normally. Just move your body about and sitting or laying down. And make this time for you. It's your time. Your time. Make yourself comfortable. There's nowhere you need to be. Nothing you need to do. Just let your thoughts and feelings wash away for now. And as you release your thoughts and feelings, perhaps you'd like to close your eyes. And as you close your eyes, you become aware of your breathing. As you become aware of your breathing, notice your heartbeats. Ba-boom, ba-boom, ba-boom. As you become aware of your heartbeat, notice any bodily sensations, any feelings, any thoughts, and let the thoughts disintegrate into the atmosphere. And as you let them disintegrate, you feel a sense of calm, peace, and at ease, at one. Remember an experience where you felt curious, secure, comfort, safety, peace, calm. And imagine going back to that wonderful experience. And as you go back to the wonderful experience, notice what you saw, you heard, you felt, and where the feelings are. And as you become aware of the feelings, let them spread for every cell of your body. And give them a color and the sound. Perhaps, if you're struggling to think of an experience, create an experience where you feel calm, peaceful, and secure. Notice what you see, or you hear, or you feel. Like seeing yourself on a TV screen. Notice any colors, any sounds, any feelings. And go to that place of peace, calm, serenity, comfort, security. It's delightful to know you have all the resources that you need to deal with anything that happens to you. You found all the resources to deal with everything in the past because it happened. and you dealt with it in the way you did. And it's comforting to know that you did have all those resources, and it can be comforting to know that you will have the resources to deal with everything that comes your way in the future. And breathing naturally and normally. And you notice your heart slowing down. And you breathe deeper through your abdominal. As you breathe deeper through your abdominal, you notice your heartbeat slowing down and your muscles are relaxing. We hold ourselves and others to unrealistic standards of perfection, and then we judge ourselves when we don't live up to them. What you practice grows stronger. You shame yourself, you beat yourself up, have a go at yourself, frustration, anger, resentment. The more you practice it, the more it grows stronger. That's not suggesting they're not useful thoughts, feelings, and emotions. Implying that stay there for as long as you need to stay there and move on. Because many great things have been born out of anger, frustration, sadness. Perhaps when you feel that way, you investigate and you talk to your emotions. And like a knock on the door, knock, knock, knock. They're communicating with you. And as the door knocks, what are the emotions telling you? What's the message? Embrace them and let them go. Disintegrate into the atmosphere. We now know through neuroscience and neuroplasticity, we can strengthen pathways in the brain. Love who you are, because you can't give to other people what you aren't willing to give to yourself. Like a bank account. You can't give anyone any money if you don't have any money yourself. The bank of love, your birthright, that pure love when you first entered this universe. It is through self-love that we come to truly know and understand ourselves, and therefore the nature of life. To love yourself is to see yourself through the eyes in all the splendor of your miraculous potential, the real you. It's not an ego thing or vain. It's knowing your self-worth. All our relationships are a reflection of the relationships we have with self. The brain of meditators, the areas of attention and compassion grows stronger. It's called cortical thickening. Pathway of kind attention has been established and it's growing stronger every day. I want to invite you now to place your hand on your heart, or imagine your hand on your heart and say, I am worthy. I am happy. I am love. I am amazing. I am beautiful. I am unique. I am proud of who I am. I am equally worth as much as anybody. And breathe naturally and normally. With your hand on your heart, say the words, I love you, to yourself. The relationship that you have with yourself is the longest relationship you're ever going to have. I invite you to place your hand on your heart and say the words, I love you, and your name. With your hands on your heart, say, I love you, and your name. Perhaps it feels a bit contrived and unnatural at first. I remember working with a woman once who had issues around self-esteem and self-love and self-worth. And I suggested she meditated on an intention of love. And at first, she said she felt uncomfortable and contrived. It didn't feel natural, normal to place a hand on her heart and say, I love you, to self. Until eventually, she said it took her about a month until she found this inner bliss and peace and love. She said she felt the love of her grandparents, the love of her parents, the love of her siblings, the love of her children, the love of her husband, the love of all things one and all. People who'd come and gone in her life, and the love of the universe, all rolled into one in her heart, and radiated that to the universe. Now, she went on to say that it wasn't always the case. Every time she got up in the morning and placed her hand on the heart and said, I love you, and her name, she felt those feelings incrementally, like putting a phone on charge. The batteries charge and get stronger. The pathways in her brain get stronger. She'd improved her love default states. And could you imagine if your default state for love, for self, was high, on a scale of 1 to 10, with 10 being high, about 8 or 9. Whenever you feel any rejection, any bad news, and life being the way it is, things happen in life, and you take a knock, and you drop down, and you pick yourself up again, improving that pathway in the brain, like driving a car. When you first learn to drive a car, when you first learn to walk, you'll have got up and fell down, and 1 foot and 2 foot, and walked a couple of steps and fallen down. And as you fell down, you placed your arm on the railing, and eventually you took your first steps, and then you learned to speak. And there's many things you've learnt in life. We're conditioning the brain, because life being the way it is, we have many things that happen to us in life. We're raising the default state. It becomes stronger. Like a farm, and you see the farm from a distance, and the corn farm and the cornfield. As the tractor drives through the cornfield, it builds a pathway, and you're building a pathway in the brain. Our repeated experiences shape our brain, sculpting our brain, shaping our synaptic connections based on repeated practice. What you practice goes stronger. What you practice grows stronger. practicing love. So whilst it took that woman about a month of getting up in the morning and placing a hand on her heart and saying, I love you, and her name, to feel it. And whilst it wasn't always the same feeling in the same way, just like we can have love for people in different ways. And you love, if you have children, the children the same, and you love them in different ways. And that applies for our love for other people that we have. Or if you don't have children, the love you have for people who've come and gone out of your life. And you may love certain people the same, and you may love them in different ways. And this woman in her life, beyond that, there were some days that she felt one way and one the other, and one another way. One thing's for sure, she went back to the way she felt at the start of her journey. And she could recreate that bliss and that feeling. And you can imagine how great it feels to feel wonderful, loving ourselves, not in an egotistical way, in a way that the universe intended us to. The great things that you'll do. Many wonderful experiences and wonderful creations and innovations come from love. Whether you're passionate about business or sport, or you're creative, you're a musician. Our passion, our love, our fuel that burns the fire. It is through self-love that we truly know and understand ourselves. To love yourself is to see yourself through the universe's eyes in all the splendor of your miraculous potential, the real you. So the woman who placed her hand on her heart and said, I love you to self. The connections, the pathways of love become stronger. We feel good. We make better decisions. We have a better experience in life. We enjoy life. Our relationships are the reflection of the relationship we have with self. What we feel, we project. Send love to the universe. And I invite you one more time to place your hand on your heart and say the words, I love you and your name. And say, I am worthy. I am happy. I am love. I am amazing. I am beautiful. I am unique. I am proud of who I am. And with your hands on your heart, say the words, I love you to self. And as you do that, I'm going to pause for a moment and let you enjoy these feelings, and let these feelings radiate through every cell of your body. And as you let them radiate through every cell of your body, let them radiate to the universe. And what you give out comes back. And as you enjoy these feelings, if it's safe to do so, you can drift off to sleep, knowing you're in complete control of as and when you get up. And if you get up, you can get up feeling refreshed, recharged, revitalized, raising your vibration and feelings of love. And if it's safe to drift and go to sleep, when you wake up, you'll feel these wonderful feelings of love, joy, and self-acceptance.